Part 3, Devil May Cry 3, released in the year 2005. Potential developers of Devil May Cry 6 take note. If you want to come back from a public embarrassment on the level of Devil May Cry 2 or DMC Devil May Cry, you have to go absolutely fucking insane. The fun-hating, life-weary lesbian-looking Dante of the previous game is gone. This younger, Down syndrome haircut-having Dante is a smartass who starts jukeboxes like the Fonz, throws crazier pizza parties than John Podesta, and manages to pull off the leather jacket but no undershirt look that personally left my nipples so chafed you could have mistaken them for two throbbing raspberry muffins. While the central plot of Devil May Cry 3 serves to clear up the mystery behind Dante's conflict with his brother over whose daddy issues are the strongest, everything else is written according to a very simple rule. Why does this Korean frozen dinner turn into nunchucks when killed? Why does Clown Nuts do the Charleston when you shoot at him? And why is Lady dressed like the kind of back alley prostitute who could suck the metaphysical smegma from your soul? Because it's fun. The naked vampire lady who takes shots to the womb better than my mom did back when I was just 3 months old isn't meant to be a political statement about the sexualization of women. The Leviathan that swallows Dante whole is not an allusion to the wide-scale hunting of whales by half-starved Japanese sailors who would otherwise have to choose between eating octopuses or having sex with them. Nor is it an allegory to the predation of plus-sized, body-positive, earth-flattening women of girth by black men with big enough beds and low enough self-esteem. The conflict between Dante and his brother is less about who gets the last bottle of Steve Martin brand platinum blonde hair dye than it is about giving Dante someone cool to fight. Like a rail of coke, 3 topping pizzas with the cheese crust fillings, and homely women who don't want to die alone, Devil May Cry seems to exist purely for the thrill of its momentary consumption. Mission select is unlocked from the start, weapons are unique and fill different roles, and you actually have use for the maneuverability introduced in the second game. Enemies are visually interesting, represent a genuine threat, and are more satisfying to slap around than my penis, a stepchild, or some combination of both at the same time that you'd normally need to purchase a double-wide trailer to achieve. But Devil May Cry 3 is not all cupcakes and nipple tweaks. Like most Japanese action games, the developers ran out of that metaphorical nut butter that fuels a man's creations 2/3 of the way through the game. Dante jumps from the top of the final area for no reason other than to pad out the length of the game, and you have to backtrack all the way to the top again like a complete fucking idiot. There's no sense of where you're supposed to go in order to advance at times, and by the 3rd time you kill this Amish minivan or these anthropomorphic colostomy bags, you'll wonder if you didn't accidentally boot up Bloody Palace mode by mistake. The style system also limits your options. Since you can only choose one style at a time, you are forced to choose between the ability to dodge and an expanded moveset, which is a bit like saying, look, but don't touch, touch, but don't taste, taste, but no kissing on the lips. Devil May Cry 3 also has a special edition that allows you to play as Dante's very special brother Virgil. Despite having a neat opening cutscene, Virgil winds up replaying the exact same missions as Dante, but with a slightly different set of skills. You don't even get to face off against Dante for an alternate ending, they just skip the story cutscenes and paint the other Virgil red. Overall, Devil May Cry 3 is a damned good game that served as a much needed fresh starting point for the series. Just make sure if you get it on the PC that you also download the Style Switcher mod and Xpadder, or it just doesn't fucking work.